Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. My name is T.S.V. Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube. Haribol TRSV nectar NECTAR nectar. In this particular vlog, in all my previous videos, we have been discussing about the knowledge and information that we have gleaned through the study of spiritual books, scriptures, contemplation on the material universe, and meditation on the spiritual universe. This particular video is no exception to that rule. In fact, it is a mere continuation of what we have been doing in all my previous videos. Kindly subscribe to my vlog and press the bell icon so that I may keep reminding you of my other videos. So let us continue today in today's topic. Of the five evils mentioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we have already discussed about the first three, that is, Kama, lust, Krodha, anger, and Lobha, greed. Today we shall discuss about the fourth evil, that is called Moha, illusion. What is Moha? Moha is a very subtle imbalance in one's own psyche or mentality where he or she begins living in an ivory tower with his or her warped belief that he or she is indispensable. According to one English proverb, this graveyard is full of indispensable men, and this world is full of seemingly invincible men or women, as the case may be. At that time, during the period when this proverb was coined, they mentioned only men, but I would say about women also. There are many among us who think and believe that they are indeed special and they stand apart in the society. Even in Mahabharata, there is a story authenticating this. When the five Pandava princes were roaming around in the forest and they felt thirsty, they went to a pond to drink water. This pond was being guarded by a living entity called Yaksha. This Yaksha told four of these Pandavas, "You can drink water here only when you reply to my questions." These four, that is, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadeva failed in the test and fainted on the spot. It was only when the eldest Yudhishthira confronted this Yaksha did he reply to the questions of the Yaksha to the Yaksha's satisfaction. At that time, Yaksha asked Yudhishthira, "What is the most surprising thing in this world?" Yudhishthira explained, "The most surprising mystery in this world is we all see death around us every day, every moment. We see someone or the other dying every day or every moment. But yet it is surprising that we ourselves think that we are invincible and indispensable and we will never die." The Yaksha was very happy. This was the right answer. Illusion makes us believe that we will be here permanently and that we are solely responsible for the guarding of and owning of all the property in this material universe. King Dhritarashtra in Mahabharata suffered from the illusion that only he and his family of sons and daughters are destined to rule Hastinapura all the time, in times immemorial. If he had been right, Hastinapur would still be ruled by his own descendants, which was proved wrong within a matter of 30 years. Similarly, Bhishma Pitamaha of Mahabharata really and sincerely believed in his illusion that he alone can guard Hastinapur from harm from outside. He was also proved wrong. Though he lived for around 150 years, ultimately he had to leave this place in the hands of other Pandava and Kaurava princes. Illusion is coming out of the other three evils. Actually, illusion is more subtle than the other three evils, that is, lust, anger, and greed. These three are more open, whereas illusion stays in the mind. Illusion is the buffer between the first three evils and the last or fifth evil, about which we shall discuss in my next video. When a person gets elusive or deluded, he or she really starts believing in his or her invincibility. This is born out of sheer frustration of not getting what he or she lusted or dreamed about in the past. When there is a biblical story, when a jackal tried to pluck grapes from a tree and failed, it gave up, saying that probably those grapes are sour. That means that when you repeatedly fail in getting something, you start believing for yourself that probably that thing did not deserve your greatness or your love. That is illusion. Illusion makes a person stay or live in an imaginary ivory tower of his or her own, where he or she thinks that he or she is a slice above the others, and hence what is happening to the others will or will not happen to him or her. That is illusion. Only when he or she is hit by the reality of life firmly and strongly does he or she realize the true stature of his or her position in the society. We must all avoid such an illusion. We must always remember that we are as dispensable and as vulnerable as the others, and we are destined to leave this world one day or the other. In fact, we as souls have been doing this for times immemorial in infinite births before too, and it will happen in this birth too. Hence, we should be prepared to leave this body at any moment and then go back and prepare for the future. Because it is so, God says, when you leave this body, your thoughts must rest on me. Only then you will get not only self realized but also liberated from future births and deaths, and if you are qualified enough, may be delivered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That should be the aim of every living entity. That is the ultimate goal. Getting self realized, then getting liberated from this material universe, realizing our own true self, and get delivered into the spirit whole and the Supreme Personality of God's head. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular evil. Kindly give me your own expert opinions, thoughts, and ideas so that I may blend everything together for the sake of this society. Before concluding, let me remind you that I am also a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.